Hi everyone, good evening. So can you hear me, guys? Hi everyone, can you hear me? Hello everyone. My test, my test. Can you hear me, guys? I'm using my microphone right now, but I'm not sure if it's working here. Hopefully it will work here, but I'm not pretty much sure. So if it's not working, guys, I'm not gonna. Okay, let's check. I'm not gonna use this one. I'm gonna stop doing it. So this microphone works here. I already use it already on my phone, but I don't know if I can able to use it on my iPad, but I did something, I tried my best um to work on this iPad, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work on here. So let's try it on if you can hear me. So I'll listen to my own. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hello, hello. 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 Oh, it's kind of late. Hello, hello. Yeah, you can hear me. Hello. Hello. Oh, it's You can hear me, right? Is it good or what? Am I loud or what? How's my microphone right now? Why it turns off? It's not working anymore. Why it turns off? Okay, guys, can you hear me? Is it clear now? So this is just like $7. I bought this one online. So I don't need. Some people they spend so much money for the microphone. So it was just like, a lot of people use their money for like $400 for the microphone. But this one was just like $7, guys. So I'm glad I can able to use this one. Although it's super cheap, but it really helps me a lot. And I cannot able to buy the expensive one. I can only able to I can able to buy and afford to buy the cheapest one. So over $10, it's not on my budget anymore. It's gonna be no for me. So this one is very why it's why it's turning off. Can you still hear me, guys? Can you still hear me? It's turning off. I'm not I'm not sure if it's still working. Hello guys. Hello Pramud. How are you? Good evening guys. Hello Funny420. How are you? Happy to see you. Can you hear me guys? It turns off. I don't know what's wrong. Or maybe it has no battery anymore or what. This is what you get when you do skincare. What do you mean? So I'll just oh, it's working. Okay, it's working now, guys. What's wrong with this? Why sometimes it's off, sometimes it's not. Okay, this is my first time to use this one actually, so I'm still not get used to it actually, so I don't know. So what's this one? Oops. Hello Tiger Jane, how are you doing? I'm happy that you're back. I'm happy that you're still there. Oh, why this is not working? Oh, there you go. So let's just have our light here so it's not gonna be so dark. Guys, please. Hi Bestie, where are you from? Hi JM and company. I'm from Philippines. Hello Yogesh. Please like this video, guys. Please. I have this scratch here. So all the time when I brush my face, aray ko, it's always like, I always have some scratch here on my face. I don't know what's going on. Every time I wash my face, I always have some bruises here. So I don't know why I got these scars all the time. I'm here at Makati. Which place you now? Oh, you're from Makati. I'm from Philippines. Di kaya to si Alex Balistoy. Si Alex Balistoy, there's some guy that, being so bad to me. His name is Alex Balistoy. So he got a lot of, YouTube IDs. I don't know if he's just fooling around or just stalking me around, because that guy really did something bad to me. He was so bad at me. Like he almost killed me. So I really don't like that guy. His name is Alex Balistoy. When I go to Philippines, I will file a case against that guy, but I'm pretty much sure he's hiding from different names or different YouTube ID. But later on, I'm gonna file a case against that guy because he did something bad to me that is not really a joke. It's really a serious matter, and I really don't feel it. I don't feel that guy has a normal thinking. I think he's a kind of he's kind of psychopathic guy. But anyways, so I'm just trying to probably some people are just like being like that. They're pretty much hiding to different names, but still just one guy, and he's really annoying. His name is Alex Balistoy. He lives in Cavite, so I'm pretty much sure, for those of you who lives in Cavite, you're gonna probably listen to or hear his name, so just watch out for that. And hello, my name is Ashley. Hello, your pronunciation of the Indian name is really good. Many foreigners struggle in it. Really? Why? Kiss Jaan. Hello friends. Where are you from? Philippines. I'm from Philippines. Hi, I'm from Indonesia. Hello Akko. Kili Kili Reveal Miss Pretty Clyde. You look incredibly beautiful, Eddie Hunt. Hello, I am from Indonesia. Hi from Indonesia. Guys, can you, if I drop this one, it's gonna be like, maybe there's a sound sensor here. Can you if I drop this one, it's pretty weird. It turns on actually. Can you still hear me, guys? Can you still hear me? Wait, sometimes it's off. Oh, now it's on. Why sometimes it's off and sometimes it's on? So what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this, guys? I'm not sure about this blog. Let's just I don't have my cable here. Hopefully this one has, oh, it's still working. So what does it mean if it's blinking? It means it has no battery anymore or what? So I'm not sure about this. I'm just being so ignorant of using this one. So can you hear me well, guys? Hello Ernesto Compositor. Hey Ernest Cornwell, is that you? You changed your name? Eddie Hunt, need charging. Oh, really? Huh? Why now? Okay, I'm gonna charge this one, guys. Okay, So I'm gonna charge this one. Oh my god, I hope it's well. Okay guys, can you hear me? Thumbs up. Can you still hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Oh my gosh. You can hear me, guys? You can hear me? Clearly, like I have a good sound. Like I'm not whispering or something. But it's off. You cannot see here. It's working. It's working? It seems like it's not working, but there's no, it's like it's not on anymore. There's no light here. Oh, thanks God, you can still hear me, okay? So I'm pretty much louder now than before, right? So do you like this voice or not? So mic test, mic test. Is that your only mic, or does it have built-in? Yeah, it's just like this. So you just have to connect it on your phone, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much of that. So it's very easy, guys. You just have to buy this one and you can connect it to your phone easily. It's just like $7. So you don't need to buy more expensive one on your phone. And that's it. It's just like $7, and you can have karaoke. You can do karaoke on your, you can do karaoke on your phone. And you can, and when I tried it on, because I vlog for my YouTube channel, so I will upload it later. So I tested out and it really works well, guys. But I just test it out on my iPad. It really works well, but I have to I need some connection with this. I need some connection, so I need to plug this one here. So because the end of this one is like type C, and the other connection going to my iPod is different type, maybe type A, blood type. Type A, type AB, not type C, type AB or AB plus or B plus. Nah, just kidding. So I just tried my brain. I'm not an engineer, guys. I'm not really good in computers. I'm not really good in electrics. I'm not an electrician, but I just, you know, I just use my what? I'm just trying to be a Tinkerbell right now. Okay? But anyways, hopefully it did works. It did works. Good job for me. Thanks God. I actually forgot how to, I always forgot how to use this one, because it always goes out of my mind. And luckily, I can able to remember it today. So it reminds me of using it, and wow. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Magandang gabi. Rakesh Sharma. Hello, Rakesh Sharma. Low volume. I have a low volume. What's wrong with my volume? Okay, I will just try. Okay, so how it goes. Is it right? Max, Marmar Mix Vlog. Tom Stockton host. Hello, Marmar Mix Vlog. Eddie Hunt. I didn't know that. You didn't know what? Hey, what's up, buddy? I don't have WhatsApp, sorry. So okay. So what? Greetings from India. Hello from everyone from India. Namaste. The way you hook that up. Ah, I see. I see. But actually, there's a clip here. There's a clip here, so you can clip it on. You can put it on your hair. You can put this one so you don't need to carry it, to bring it along with you or hold it with you. So I don't have anything here, so I cannot able to just um put it somewhere. Maybe I'll buy some stand next time, mic stand, so I can able to sing it some songs for you guys. It's gonna be like, like a concert. Like, uh-huh. But anyways, nice you and your family. Thank you so much. How about Basco? Is that how how do you pronounce your name? Bosco? Araguana, Brazil. Hello to the band, Hello everyone from Brazil. So what time is it now in Brazil? I think it's like different one. It's like if it's like 8 10 p.m. here, it's gonna be 10 a.m. there. It's gonna be like that, right? Or what? Clip it to your blouse. Have you heard the song Just Like Heaven by The Cure? No. Hola Hermosa, Robert Alfaro. Hello Robert. You know what? My name is Ajam. Hello Ajam. Saab Singh. Hello. Me gusta mucho tus ojos. What does it mean? Eddie Hunt. It's 8:30 here in Texas. Oh, hey, are you guys? I heard there's some natural disaster in Texas. So you guys are okay? Hello, Johnny. Hello from California as well. In California, right? There's some wildfire. Oh, I see. That's in Canada, right? Am I right? I saw something. There's a big news somewhere in Canada. Yes, and there's a big tornado as well in Texas. So there's a lot of going on, a lot of natural disasters going on around the world, especially also in Philippines. We just had some strong typhoon, so everybody got a lot of flood. So there's a lot of houses or bridges or roads were under the water. So I don't have words in any language to describe your beauty. Thank you so much, love. Like number, thank you so much. I heard there was a tornado in Dallas, Texas. Yes, I saw that one in the news. It was a big tornado. It was so scary. Oh my goodness. Why there's so many tornadoes in the USA? I was just being so curious about that because and they told me maybe because the land is so big, so wow. That's so scary. If I'm going to have a house in the USA, it's gonna be like underground probably, right? So it's gonna be made of thick, super thick concrete. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be like stronger, stronger like a bridge. Like, even there will be some tornadoes, I would, you know, I don't need to worry about it because it's made of super duper thick concrete. And oh my gosh, that is a natural calamity, right? We can do nothing about that, but I hope everyone's all right, and I'm pretty much sure of their feelings right now for those victims of those natural calamities. We cannot help it, right? We cannot help it actually. If I give your parents 20,000 pesos monthly allowance, will you be my girlfriend? What are you talking about? 20,000 pesos. Are you like buying me? And so I almost eat my microphone. It's like you're buying my parents. Or what do you think of me, pig? I was just like, gonna like, hey, can I buy your puppy? Like, I'm gonna feed your puppy. A tornado in Dallas. Well, they say the government has a machine that changes the weather called HARP. what's that? It's like a Twister movie. You know, there's a Twister movie. Have you seen the Twister movie? They stop it's like they capture the tornado or something like that. That's why it's called Twister, because they captured the tornado and it's gonna be like, is it possible? I'm not I'm not sure because that's huge, you know. It's like, um if there's some hurricane, it's gonna be wider and bigger and larger. So, you know, if there's some instruments or some aircraft to conquer it or to stop it, it's gonna be like a huge aircraft, or it's gonna be like a UFO. So, oh my gosh, it's just a natural disaster. So, because of the weather, because of the climate, if it's too much hot, of course, the climate right now it's getting hotter. So the scientist says, the more hotter, the more calamity is gonna be so strong. The typhoon gonna be so strong. There's gonna be a lot of floods, a lot of tornadoes, a lot of twisters gonna happen because it's too much hot. Because why? Because the sea gonna be so hot. So when the sea gonna be so hot, it evaporates upwards, it evaporates, and then it's gonna be like a strong typhoon. It's gonna make the the sea gonna make, you know, the water from the sea gonna evaporate and turns out to be a strong tornado or a strong typhoon. So it's gonna bring a lot of flood to the, you know, to the city. So it's gonna bring a lot of water to the land. So it would cause a lot of natural calamities. So I think, so the solution for that is, you know, plant a lot of trees. So if we ang nangyari dito sa ano ko, what happened to my hair? So if we plant a lot of trees, of course, it's gonna be balanced because the earth is not balanced right now. So a lot of people cutting the trees already and they're not planting new trees. So, you know, if you can able to cut those trees and plant another one, then it's okay. But some people, they just cut the trees and never ever plant a new tree. So that's the main problem. So of course it's not gonna be balanced, you know. The earth wall, the earth gonna be hotter, and the more hotter it is, the more we will suffer. Everybody's gonna suffer, not only, you know, everybody's gonna suffer. So we should plant new trees, and if there's gonna be a new tree again, then of course the earth gonna heal, the earth gonna be a little bit colder. So of course less typhoon, less, of course we cannot avoid typhoon. It's natural, but it's less stronger than the usual one. So why am I being scientist here? I'm not a scientist, guys. Blame my government here in the USA. Where are you from, Eddie? They said that in Vietnam they made it rain so much to affect the war we were in, to make it harder for them to get supplies to them. I thought foreigners had to help their girlfriend, parents, and family. Blame my government here in the USA. Sharkov. Oh, hi. Hello, Sharkov. No, but I study this stuff. Okay, so, okay, how about you guys? What's your solution for that? What's your point of view for that? You know, what's your thinking about that? Um, because when I was young, there was no strong typhoon actually. I haven't experienced any strong typhoon, and I was in Philippines actually. Everything was like a pretty normal typhoon. I didn't experience the strongest one. I think I experienced the only strongest one. It was kind of number 4, because we only have like one, two, three, four. So the fourth, the level fourth the level 4 typhoon would gonna be very strong, but right now it's gonna be like 5. So it's a kind difference right now. Before it was kind of it's just like I only experienced it. I only experienced it for just one time in my life when I was in Philippines. And there was a tree that fell out and there was no electricity at all, and we were just inside the house with my mom and my cousins and my family, with my grandmother and grandfather. We were just in the house and we were just like, I was so happy because I seldom being with my parents together all the time. So it was just like, oh my god, I was with my grandmother, I was with my mother, I was with my cousins. We're all complete in one place. So it was, although it's pretty sad because there was a typhoon, but for me it was just like, it was like a heaven for me because it was just like I seldom see them together, in just one time, in just one house. So most of the time they were busy. Most of the time my mom is not in the house, my mother is not in the house. They were all busy working. So I was just like, oh, thanks goodness they were all together. And we were watching outside because there was a post outside. There was an electricity post outside, and the wind was so strong. And we were waiting for the trees to just collapse, or so we were just like, so they were like, what will gonna happen, because it was kind of like the wind was so strong, and we thought that that the tree might gonna fall to the electric post. So it's gonna be, it's gonna be dangerous, and we were watching that. So just in case it fell on the electric post, they're gonna call the station, the electric company. So they will gonna call and report it that there was something going on. But it was so funny because we were watching the posts and the trees. So we were like, ah, it was such. And afterwards there was no, for like a week actually, there was no electricity. It was just like, oh my goodness. But I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared. I was just being so glad. I was just like, because I don't know, because it's like I can play with the candle, I can play with the fire, I can play with the light. Although it's dangerous, but for me it was just like a camping time. It was just like, okay, it's like playing time for me. I thought it was just like a an an ultimate moment for me, because there was a fire, there was a candle in the house, and everybody gathered together because we just only have one light in the house. So they were like, hey, I need some light. So the one person gonna stay here and do something. So we were together. So it was just like a moment for me. It was like a private moment for us, for my family, together, being together. And we were like, oh, I can barely see them, but now we are so complete. It was a moment of, it was a lovely moment for me. Okay, so, okay, let's just, okay. Sharakov. Sharakov, what's the question? Okay, so my question for you guys: what do you think about this calamity going on right now? So, what's the solution for this? So, do you have any something on your mind? So, Jonathan, Fran, what's going on? What's going down? Cherish those moments because they are the best. Exactly, Eddie Hunt. Okay, Ali, hi there. Hello from Canada. Are you okay there? Hugotero Naya NGYT. Hi, good evening, my darling. I'm from the Philippines, the city of Smile. Okay, the happiest city in the world, Philippines. Even though there's a flood, everybody just jump in the flooded area with lots of There's so many germs, and they call the kids germ kids. It was kind of funny because even though there's a flooded area, and there's still, you know, they still have fun, jumping on that dirty world on that dirty water actually. So it was so funny for me, and everybody was just like so shocked while watching the videos, or like, they were like, they have mixed emotion. They don't know if they're gonna laugh or be happy, or what, or frustrated, but it was just like that they're having fun. Those people are having fun, but all of us here, we're just like we're just so tame, and we're just tame of watching them, like, we're just so stunned, you know by their actions, but they're having fun. um why are you whispering? I'm not whispering. So this mic is not working again. What makes you so much more beautiful is that you have a beautiful heart, and that makes you completely beautiful. Thank you so much, Eddie Hunt. Hi everybody. Why are we whispering? What calamity? Natural calamity that's going on. We're talking about the natural calamity. Fleming Land. Good evening. Where in the Philippines are you? I'm from Philippines. I'm from Manila, the city that was flooded yesterday. So there was a flood, and there was a big flood. Actually, there was a huge flood everywhere. So they said this was like, it happened it happened like 10 years ago, I think. So after 10 years it happened again. So they didn't expect it, actually. So even all the even all the malls in the Philippines, the water get inside the mall, even in the airport. So everybody got stranded. A lot of people got stranded in the airport, and they have to stay, or they have to sleep in the airport on the floor. It was kind of like, oh my gosh, it's a chaos. It's a big chaos. You're talking about the weather, right, Eddie Hunt? Yes. Ali. Oh, nice though. So I cannot imagine that, like, oh my gosh. Even the barge, there was a barge that hit the bridge in Manila. It was like, oh my god, it was a huge barge, and they cannot control it because it's out of control, and the captain cannot stop it. So it was just like, why there was a barge there, so they cannot, you know if you're a captain, you should be alert of the future weather, right? Of the future weather, or the climate, or the future, or the weather gonna come. So it's gonna be like for a whole week. So they have some warning, like, hey, it's gonna be like in 3 days from now there's gonna be a typhoon, or it's gonna be like in 4 days right now, rather in 4 days right now, gonna be a typhoon. So we have to tie this one up, or we need to just avoid this area because it's gonna be dangerous. Some kind of stuff. You have to be alert, and you have to be cautious, and you have to be updated all the time, right? So that's my point. So if they already know there's a typhoon going on, they should avoid those places, because it might cause a lot of trouble to everybody, or it might cause a lot of accident, right? Some of these captains are drunk, and that's a real big problem trying to run a ship. Yes, even though they're drunk, they should be liable on everything. If they would cause a lot of trouble, there's a big liability for that. It's not just being irresponsible, but that's a big liability for all the people who will, who will, if they're going to have some accident to anywhere else, it's gonna be, it's gonna be disturbing, to to anybody else. They shouldn't think about themselves. They should think of other people as well, even also the company that they're working with. So sometimes they're not being so, they don't think about the company. They don't think of their, see, of course, if we lose that job, if that company bankrupt, of course you will also lose your job. So you have to able to love your company as well. It's not just about the salary that you're getting in, or you're receiving in, but of course you have to love your company as well, so you can able to have a long lasting job, or a permanent job, or you know a constant, income, right? So some people, they were just like think they just think of, nah, I'm not gonna pay for that. So they will not think of, they don't think about their company. Their company will fire them, and they are liable for their repairs. Oh my god, that's being so sad. So you should have those liability. Yeah, you should think about that. So just don't be selfless. Don't think about like, oh, my company's rich, or they can afford to pay everything that they have. Nah, think of your coworkers as well, not just for yourself. Think of the people that they're gonna lose their job. you know don't just think of yourself, just think of other people as well. Everybody right now, especially right now, it's hard to find a job. It's of course we can find a job, but it's hard to find a good job, or a high paying job. Like mostly most people are struggling every day, they're working every day, but it's not enough for their food, for their expenses, right? So even though they're working hard, they're still struggling. So you have to be able to be appreciated and be grateful that you have a job, and take good care of your job, right? That's why they have such high insurance to take care of problems like that. Yes. Are you weather reporter? No, I'm not. But Axe World. Hello, rise up your voice. There's another typhoon coming. Really? Where? Somewhere where? Um, in Philippines or some other places? It's a hurricane season right now in the USA, right? And it's a typhoon season also in Philippines. Eddie, boom boom, long time. Hello, Joel. Eddie Hunt, it's just the topic we are on. Pastorini, Philippine Jin desu ka? No, I'm not a Yes, I'm a Philippine Jin. Yes. Watashi Philippine Jin desu. Sekai desu. Eddie Hunt, yes it is. I'm having some sore throat right now, or having some itchy here. It's kind of, I don't know, because I eat a lot of peanuts mostly all the time. So when it dries up, it really hurts. Excuse me. Pastorini. Hello, Pastorini. Watashi no. What do you mean by watashi no? It's a hurricane season here. Yes, so you have to be careful. Why in USA you call hurricane, and while in Philippines you call it typhoon? Or maybe because hurricane is more stronger than typhoon, or it's more larger than typhoon, or more powerful than typhoon, so you call it like a hurricane. So it means if there's a hurricane, it's going to have a hurricane in Philippines, it's gonna be a huge one, right? It's gonna be like it will swipe out one town or one place. It's gonna be like a huge drop of rain, or my gosh. Okay, Rahin Sheikh. We're in the Gulf of Mexico. So Gulf of Mexico is gonna be like, that's where all the hurricane made of. So all the hurricane performs there, and it became like a hurricane, right? That's why it's very strong, because Gulf of Mexico is a big one. So that's why when they created one, it's gonna be a huge one. Am I right or wrong? Oh Lord, Jesus Christ. It's gonna be, I'm so scared right now. I'm really scared of that. Oh gosh, we have to pray. It's been, it's between Florida and Texas. Oh, that's why it's so strong. Because Florida is gonna be like on ocean already, right? So it's gonna be a huge one. Texas and Florida is gonna be, it's, is it a hot country? A hot, a hot country, a hot place. So that's why. Yeah, I think Florida is a hot place, right? It's a hot state. It all depends on the category of how bad it will be. Mm. Oh my gosh. Hmm. Yes, and it rains a lot of sometimes. Yes, because when I was in Guam, of course, Guam is in the center of the island, right? It's a small island. It's surrounded by water. Surrounded, hello, you're back 420. And afterwards, in Guam, it's a very hot place. Sometimes, mostly, it rains a lot. Every time I was there, it always rains a lot. So, in the morning, it's gonna be sunny. And in the afternoon or in the evening, it's gonna rain, gonna pour a lot of rain. So it's gonna be a heavy rain in the afternoon or in the evening. So you have to be careful. So when you go to Guam, just to make sure you have your umbrella all the time, or just to make sure you watch the weather forecast all the time, because you're gonna end up, be very wet after you came from somewhere. So it happens to us all the time. And luckily, we can able to go back to the hotel. But it was so scary because in the night it was so dark, because nothing, you cannot see anything, because all surrounded by water, and there's no neighbor anywhere else besides the dark side of the water. But in the morning it was so pretty, it was so beautiful, full of turquoise water. It was so beautiful in the morning, but in the night it was so scary because it's all dark. And when it rains, it was like you will just think about dinosaur, you will just think of Jurassic Park. You were in a Jurassic Park, but you were not. But anyway, but that's my experiences about that. It rains a lot. Hello, Ryan or Zati. Hello, hello, hello. Excuse me. I have, I have, it really hurts here, guys. I need to drink a lot of water actually, so I can able to just talk, 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 talk. My mouth is drying. My throat is drying actually. So, but I drank a lot of water actually. Here also, all dams are full, and now all of them are releasing water. So everything is like water, water. Exactly. It was same in Philippines. They release a lot of water in the dam. Before that, there was a news because it was like summertime in Philippines, and they kept on telling, "Hey, the dam here is almost drying out," and now it's not drying out. It's filled of water. It's already full. So they release some water, That's why it can, there's a lot of flood on the road. So that's it. Before they complain of lack of water, and now they complain full of water. So what will gonna happen with that? So there should be, in Japan, here in Japan, we have this, like, that's why there's no flood here in Japan, because there's a, under the road, under this one, they dig under. They dig under the, like, a huge one, like a big dome underneath this this area, or somewhere else. They dig under. There was a huge, huge. It's like a dam, but it's not a dam. So it just like, there was just like a big storage, a huge storage. So there was like all the water goes. So let's say there's a lot of rain, or there's a typhoon, they pour a lot of water here on land. So that tunnel that under the ground who could um, gather those water from on top, and it would cause no flood at all. So that's why Japan has no flood. And afterwards, when it's done, when it's already full, and if it's kind of if it's dry season already, they will release the water, something like that. So Japan is very, very intelligent, so they really think about that already. So that's why there's no flood here. Water jokes, sure, I'll try. Your beauty has me like H2O. Oh, I have to go on a video. Okay, see you again, Eddie Hunt. Okay, be careful, and good night to you. Okay, see you again. Here, oh, just a few days ago, everyone was saying why there is no rain. Now everyone's saying why there is a rain. Exactly, exactly. Yes, exactly. Whew, too much rain. But right now here in Japan, it's too much dry right now. Before it was raining for like 3 weeks, but it's not that strong. So I'm glad, and I'm very thankful for that. Sometimes rain is it's our blessings, because we need water, and we cannot help it because it's our fault. It's a calamity, actually. It's a natural calamity. It's a work of nature, So sometimes they said, if you hurt the nature, the nature hurt gonna fight back. It's a nature thing. So if you cut all the trees, of course there's gonna be a flood everywhere, and there's gonna be a strong typhoon everywhere. That's it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like, a movie. But when I was small, even though there was a little bit of typhoon in our house, we got a lot of floods in our house. So all the time we kept on, removing the water from inside the house, going outside. It took us like 3 hours to remove the water from our house. So since I was young, that was our problem in our house. We already got flooded. So every rainy season, we cannot sleep, because we always gather water. We always remove the water from our house, so we couldn't sleep. So every rainy season, when it rains, we always watch for the flood. Every time when it rains, we cannot sleep properly, we cannot rest properly, we cannot enjoy the rain, we cannot enjoy the sound of the rain. Like, everybody was like having some good times in the night, like, oh, it's raining, It feels like I wanted to sleep right now. No, but for us, we were, my grandmother gonna panic. She's ready. The bucket is ready. It was like, oh my god. I couldn't even study well because there's a floods everywhere in the house. How can I able to study? So I couldn't even able to sleep in the night. So if everybody was awake, I was also awake, right? Have you ever had truffle fries? No, but I ate some truffle potato in the can. It was so delicious. I love truffle. And I have this truffle salt as well. I love truffle. It's like I was addicted with the truffle. Even I have this truffle sauce. It was so delicious. Truffle is my favorite. Although it's kind of expensive, but it's okay. It really feels so good. It's like I'm being addicted to that taste already. But actually, truffle smells like gasoline. It smells like crude oil, It smells different, but it has a good feeling when you eat it actually. Who wants a poke bowl? Have you ever eaten Indian food? Of course. Who wants lobster rolls with Cajun seasoning? Oh wow. I love lobster, but too much expensive. It would cost like $20 for a lobster sandwich. It's very but I can able to just buy some lobster and make my own sandwich. So it's gonna be a little bit cheaper. Who wants grilled cheese sandwich with jalapeno poppers wrapped in bacon? I'm sorry, I don't eat bacon. I don't eat pork. But grilled cheese. I don't eat bacon. That's pass. Jalapenos, I love jalapenos. But it's gonna be like a bit chilly, right? Hmm. So, tastes like Mexican food. Have we eaten lobster? Is there any meat in them? Well, my grandmother has in the province area because they live in the sea, near the sea, and when they go to Manila, they will just give us like 3 kilos of lobsters. It was just free, and but when you go to the market, it's gonna be like $10 per lobster. So if my grandparent, if my our relatives gonna go to Manila from the province area, they're gonna they're gonna give us lots of lobsters, fresh fresh fish, fresh crops, with crops, fresh vegetables, fresh vegetables actually, like root crops like sweet potatoes, bananas, and lobsters or fish. It's gonna be like wow. Because if you go to the market, it's gonna be very expensive. But for us, it's just free. So we used to eat those lobsters. Actually, it was so delicious and so fresh. It's really priceless. Actually, guys, so fresh is so good. It's the it's important. So yes. But here in Japan, it's so expensive. The one lobster, the thin lobster, the skinny one, it would cost like $10. It's gonna be like super duper expensive. Like this is like a shrimp, but it was a small size lobster. It's not the bigger size. The bigger size would gonna cost like $5, $50 or $80 or $100 for that. So it depends on the size. But the cheapest one and the thinner one, it would gonna cost like $10, or maybe right now it's gonna be like $20. It depends in the it depends in the um it depends in the supply and demand. It depends in the it depends in the season. If it's seasonal, it's gonna be a bit cheaper. But if it's hard to find it or something like that, or they're having some issues with those catching those lobsters is gonna be very very expensive for that. I've only eaten fish and chicken. I cannot try anything else. Oh really? Why you were allergic for seafoods or what or whatsoever? I I couldn't talk right now, guys. I'm having so much hard time swallowing it. It dries up my throat actually, guys. But um, what a life. But guys, I'm having some good times with you right now. my throat, my throat right now is hurting, guys. I'm sorry, I cannot able to talk right now. So I'm really catching my breath right now, and it's really super duper itchy. Okay. But anyways, I will still go on live with you guys. I will still talk to you guys. I will still hang out with you guys. So thank you guys for your for hello Sab for hello, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and please hello Ryan Mangrobang. Hey ma'am, what happened? I have pain in my throat. I wanted to still talk, but I cannot talk. It really dries up, and it's really it's really hard, guys. My sore throat, it's dry. So guys, I wanna say good night for you right now. So don't worry, I'll still go on live tomorrow. Don't worry, I'll be up tomorrow, and I will say hello to everyone. We'll still talk and talk a lot of things. Okay, so hang out there, and thank you guys for hanging out with me. And please like this video, guys, and please like this video, and please do not skip my ads, guys. That's all I ask. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. Okay, good night everybody. God bless everyone, and take good care of you guys, and have a good heart. Okay, don't forget to have a good heart. Bye guys.